again. It's another day. Got a man here just filling up his part load. I'm going to stick some straw on for him. You just love that. During hay time, hay gets put everywhere, but this is actually our last, I think it's our last little bit of meadow hay, unless we've got some at some of the other farms. But you can see where it changes. So the dark green is the meadow, and then the light green, that's a bit more coarser. It's like we call it a lay hay, we call it. Just a coarser meadowy Timothy mix, that's what it is. But we've got through it this year. Christ, Linz took out a massive amount on that truck. Compared to previous years, yeah, insane how much we took out. And we had a lot to come in last year. We've got a little bit left over, but I think with the way things are going this year, it ain't going to be a waste. I think this tyre here's got a puncture, Charlie. You might have to...
Yeah, I got to put some...
That one always goes down.
Grease it over here, it's out of the way, and then I'll go in there.
Yeah. Oh, you got the lovely job of greasing. Charlie's going to go and top the runway. She's got some other bits of cow grass that just wants topping off. So she's going to go and tidy all that up. Got some hay ground that just where the bushes are starting to come out again, they need topping off. We don't want it in the hay. It creates this horrible spindly bits of rubbish that end up in your hay, and nobody wants it, so it might as well just be topped off. I don't know what it is about these newer Manitous with these digital screens, but you cannot trust these fuel gauges, and it's on both of ours now. It just reads all over the place, especially when it's empty. It'll tell you it's half full. So before we go anywhere, we literally have to check fuel before we go anywhere. Charlie's come in here today. She's going to nail these buttercups. Look at the state of that. Got a group of cattle in there, and Charlie's not going to take the grass. She's just going to nail off those buttercups. So Farmer's up here. He's just putting the last dose of nitrogen over on the winter wheat over at Jim's, and what we're trying to do is just push the wheat's all coming out in ears. I showed you that on the in the last video, but what we want to do now is just try and push that protein up if we can. You want to get it above 13%, and these are all milling variety wheats, so if we can get that above 13%, you're more likely to get milling quality, which then you get a price boost at the mill. I don't know what the price boost is, but it varies year on year, but usually you can get between between 20 and 40 pounds per ton, depending on how good it is and the year, depending on the year and everything else like that. So if you can put the fert on at a reasonable rate where you get some money back as well, then it's all worth doing. Farmer's out there, he's already put it on, he's put the last one on. We're just going to take these bags and bag everything up, because we've got a load of loose bags now. So I'm going to roll them all up, stick them in each other, and then we pay for a service. We've only got a little bit of nitrogen left here, but yeah, we bag up all the bags, then they go off to the recycling. We pay a service every year for recycling, so we stick them all in a big trailer and they come and pick them up, or we will take them down to them. I can't remember which. I think we take it to them. You always end up with a heck of a lot of bags at the end. so one of our next wet day jobs, we will go around all the different grain stores at all the different farms, get everything swept out nice and clean again. Alistair's one is the worst because he's got a blowing floor and you've got to get it all in. Oh man, it's chaos. But same every year, but what we usually do is wait for the wet weather to come, because there will be some wet weather, we're sure of it. They're indoor jobs, so we can do that during the wet days. This one's not too bad considering. We'll get all these bags tidied up and sent away and get all the floors swept out. We put in these little pesticide smoke bombs that go off and kill all the nasties that could be in here as well. So yeah, oh, can't see me like that. There we go. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing on a wet day. Right, so farmer's done with the spreader. He's washed it all off. We let it dry off. And one of the jobs I hate doing is moving it around. We put it on a pallet to move it around, but as you can see, it just doesn't look that stable. It's probably a good idea to get it on and off a couple of times, just because come summer you're starting from scratch, aren't you? But yeah, not difficult, is it? No, what we got here?
3 pipes and then you 3 points, you get 3 here, that's all.
Yeah.
Seats nice and level.
Is this spacer to adjust your mower with? Your offset a little
Yeah,
bit?
you could do, yeah, it's on the other side.
So if you want to shove it that way, you would just put that spacer this side. I got you.
Yeah, they're not both the same, aren't they?
Yeah. What do you think of it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Got to use it, haven't we? Got to use it. See what it does.
That's right.
The Krone ones stand up like that, don't they?
Yeah. Little pop.
Yeah.
Just one stand, pole stand.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Something like that.
Yeah. You excited to use them?
Yeah.
Excited and nervous?
Yeah, it will be a bit, right?
Yeah. You'll get used to them and.
You've got to be careful with. That's the one you can do the most damage with.
Yeah, right. If I bring this in and Keithy. Yeah, we're really excited to use our mowers, but we haven't got any grass ready just this second. It'll be a couple of weeks. I hate moving this thing. It's just so wobbly. I can't wait to see this thing going.
Right.
It's going to be wicked. I see a lot of people, Keithy, they never put these down.
No.
You see that?
Yeah.
What's that?
They don't want to rub them on the fence or hit the fence with them. Get closer to the fence.
Yeah.
You should fold them down really, but on the old mowers used to leave the outside one folded up.
Did you?
Get close to the fence.
What will you do? Will you put them down or will you... I think it looks better as a machine with them down, doesn't it? It looks a better unit. But I can see why they do it, because they do stick
If you
out.
don't put them down, make stones out. The old one, you had on both sides. If you didn't put that side down,
Yeah.
make stones and smash the back window.
Well, that can happen, can it?
I did have that one, twice I've had that.
Oh, bloody hell. So best to have them down if you can.
Yeah, especially that side.
Yeah.
This one, no, that's adjustable, it's hinges.
Oh, yeah. Is it the same push and pull?
Now I don't think it is. No spring on it.
Charlie's just been up and mowed the drive to Jim's farm, and soon be time. What'll happen is the grass will get so high around the headlands, and we do one pass round each field just to make things look tidy. We like to keep a little margin there for the insects, the butterflies and all the rest of it. But Charlie's out topping at the moment. She's going to the cow fields, just topping off all the nasties, the buttercups and all the rest of it. But yeah, we like to try and keep things tidy, you know, especially at the farms that we do. And it looks picture. She's done a well nice job, you know. And this is a footpath. It runs all the way through, and you know, anybody walking this way will say what a smart job that is. So yeah. But it is a forever job. You're constantly topping once the grass starts growing. It's that time of the year again. Me and Keithy are just bringing home all the hay machines. I've got the wrapper. Keithy's already brought home the rower. We're going to hook up the tethers, bring the tethers home, and we're going to start going through these machines. We're going to grease them up. We're going to make sure there's no loose bits, and yeah, we're going to start prepping the machines. Although we're not going to go silaging tomorrow or haymaking tomorrow, we've got a bit of time and it's showery about, so we're going to get these machines looked at, make sure if there's anything we need, we order it. If there's any loose tines, things like that, there's and you'll always find something. I don't know, it's a nice feeling bringing machines back and the yard's cleaned out and back to summer mode. We press down on our arm here. It's very important that you don't press the wrong button here, because you can press the start button and the bed will start spinning, and what it'll do is smash into the arm there, and it's so easy to do. And I don't know why McHale didn't put a sensor on there to simply not allow the bed to turn if the arm was in the air. I'm hoping to God that on the newer machines they do that. That's why you can see those scrape marks on the thing there. I'll show you. We're going to pull that. That's not too bad like that, but we're going to slow it down a little bit more. And these are, I don't know if you can see it, it's probably upside down now. These are our manual spools, and to change the flow of these, you just twist these little nozzles one way or the other, and it will just slow down the pump, because it's what it's doing. The tractor is pumping around the machine, and then the control box controls all the different functions on the machine. Like that is perfect, nice and smooth. You don't want it jerky. That's nice like that. Whenever you're going around baling with it, wrapping with this thing, you've always got to remember your arm's got to be down, otherwise when this bed turns it will catch it. I am quite happy like that. I'm going to go around and grease everything. Then I'm going to stick a bale on, try it and see what it does, see if we're working as we should be. 991 high speed. I don't know how old it is, you'll have to ask the farmer. We showed you this machine before, but one of the things is, look at these scrape marks where, and it's so easy done, it's ridiculous. But you put your bale on, and then your next initial thought, you always want to start wrapping. But if you've got your arm up in the air, the bed swings around and catches on these arms. So you've always got to make sure that this is below this tyre, and then it'll never catch on there. This bar goes in for safety, obviously. Now I can't get squished. I know you guys out there love the safety. Rightly so, shouldn't be ignored. Come on, you swank. Okay, right, now I can get to all the little bits I need to get to. Last year we had some loose bolts along here, so I'm just going to make sure they're tight. They look tight, to be fair.
What's going to happen, mate? See this bit here that I'm wobbling? Yeah. That's going to stay there. This is going to come down. This pipe we need to stay up, and we need that cable to stay up. So that cable will clip up into there with any luck. Right, mate, we've got to get one each side, and I'm not quite sure where she's going to be having, where she's going to be light. Yeah, just wiggle it back, nice and gentle.
Oh, she's not too bad.
Right, just watch that pipe, mate. I got him, Matt. I got him.
Got him?
Yeah.
Here we go, look, that's where our problem is. See the bearings?
Thrust bearings fucking up. There it is.
So we had a squealing problem, didn't we?
That's it. But the arse here is fucked the fork as well.
That is a problem. Is that a separate part? You don't get one of those, do you, in a kit? Alright.
Found it.
Yeah, did you find that? I was going to say, it was there 1 minute and then it wasn't. What do you reckon then, Keithy? Found any problems with it?
No.
No? Good.
Just done the rake.
Done the rake as well? Oh, sweet.
No need for any time.
No times missing either? Oh, must have done them then. I thought there was 1 or 2 missing. There aren't no new versions of this thing out yet, is there?
I don't know, to tell the truth.
How old is this one?
They've got different hook tines on them now, haven't
Yeah, they put those weird I can't see that doing much, can you?
Well, they reckon it rips it apart better, but I don't know.
No.
When you don't know, really.
But you could, if you wanted, you could swap all these tines over, couldn't you? Well, what we could do is buy the new sets of tines, and would they clash? They wouldn't clash in the middle, would they?
I don't know.
You know, if you started changing them all
Yeah,
onto the
just
curved
put
ones.
on. Trouble is, it'd take you ages to do that. There's still original tines on here, a lot of original tines.
Yeah. Always the end ones that go, and where it turns on. If you turn too sharp, they dig in, don't they?
Those two rows, that one and that
Well, these two.
one. Yeah.
Ah, he's loving that, isn't he?
Yeah, you just have that down and have a rest.
Look at it though, he's done a nice job. What do you reckon? Is it going to work? Yeah. I'm trying to remember and make sure everything's right. I think we go to auto on here. Auto on there. That's right. Make sure our arm is down and out the way. Nothing on the bed, auto start. That's the bit I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure the bed's lining up right, and it is. Sort of all run out of wrap as well, but this is the bit I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure this is all lining up level. It could probably come back a tiny bit, but that is going to be more than fine. Sweet. Actually done a nice job. I just wanted to turn it down a bit. It was going a little bit quicker than I'd like. Just turn this dial here, make it go a bit slower. Just slows your pumping down, slows the bed down, slows the arm. If I use my arm now, it should go even slower. Look. You don't need to go much faster than that. I'm just going to tip it off. Ready?
Yeah.
Look at that. Farmer was taking apart our little blue van. This one actually belonged to Peter to start with, but the little thing keeps going and going. It's a little Renault van, and it's just ideal for around the farm. It's nothing special, not, you know. We noticed a squeal coming from the clutch every time you touch the clutch pedal, so we knew we had to have it apart. So yeah, farmer had the clutch out yesterday. Not the easiest job, Renault stuff. Need I say any more? But yeah, he got it all apart. I just helped him with the gearbox, lifting it down. So new clutch has gone in, new pressure plate, new clutch plate, and a new thrust bearing. The thrust bearing had actually disintegrated into nothing. I don't think there's anything left here. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the parts. This is the old clutch plate. There's not a busting lot left on it, but it would have been fine for a few more years. And the pressure plate was getting a bit rusted, and they actually fatigue. These pressure plates sometimes give up before the clutch plates do, and that was what was left of the thrust bearing in there. So it's had all new pieces. It had damaged the fork a little bit, but farmer has actually put it on the welder and grinded it and reshaped it, and he's made use of it again. So it's gone back in, and hopefully that will sort that. It was horrible. It was squealing like anything.